close the door with the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Line into left field for a base hit. Hit in the air. That's going to be the second baseman. They have a chance for two, and they got him.
Run. The throw is in time for the out.
Lifted high into left field. Ball is way back, and that ball is way gone.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And welcome to the second state qualifier here today in Castleton. This time featuring the number 8 seed, the Fargo Davies Eagles, going up against a 3 seed of the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs. Davies with the win over Devils Lake, 13-7 to get here yesterday. Cheyenne lost to West Fargo 8-6 in the EDC softball semifinals. And this is our pregame show brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway and alongside the Red River Valley Speedway with Matt Veit and alongside with Mark Woodbury, handing off the rosters to our umpiring crew. So coming up, we'll get to the Mustangs and alongside the Eagles, who's going to join Red River, West Fargo, and North at state. We'll find out next. The winner of this seed will be the 8 seed in the EDC, from the EDC making their way to state. We're back after this here on yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 3rd and 4th.
Closey with the 0-2 pitch.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 10th and 11th.
Right corner West is there for the dig. Backs at Boganry for another kill.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 15th and 16th.
Really nice quality second half. Goes off the backboard for the duck to Carson Yale.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Visit us today at any of our 6 locations.
As we continue our pregame show, as they are announcing the rosters here today for the Fargo Davies Eagles and the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs in our second state qualifier. The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized with special arrangement of the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Some clouds starting to roll through a little bit here throughout the day in Castleton. It is 65 degrees. The Mustangs will be in their blue uniforms, while for Fargo Davies, they will be in their black uniforms. Fargo Davies and West Fargo Sheyenne taking a look at the last time these two teams met here in the season. West Fargo Sheyenne able to defeat Fargo Davies the only time they met this year, back on May the 16th at Davies in a final of 6 innings. 13-2 was the final in that one at 13-2. State tournament again in Dickinson. Grand Forks Red River will play the number 2 seed from the West. Right now the 3 seed from the West is Mandan. The 4 is Bismarck High. And now it's just a matter of finding out the final couple of contests here for that. So far Bismarck High is the 4. Mandan is the 3. Red River is the 3 from the East. The winner of this will be the 4. Then we'll figure out the 1 and 2 at the championships games. still to come. It's the Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway pregame show here. Reminder, Friday night races in West Fargo start at 7. Check out the World of Outlaw Sprint Cars on August 24th. For more info, go to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com. We come back after this with the opening pitch on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
As we get you set for the Mustangs and the Eagles, I'm Chase Miller with you here in Castleton. Nice crowd on tap for this one as well between the Mustangs and alongside the Fargo Davies Eagles. First pitch underway at 5:06, and this one is hit foul. Ellie Steinlecht here, the junior second baseman, followed by Olivia Davidson and Elle Mann, the sophomore first baseman here, going up against Tavetter. As this one will miss for a ball, now 1-1. Sophie Rarick will be the 8th grade pitcher, followed by Maisie Carr. And then Muchenbaker will be after that as this one is hit foul. Supis batting 7th, Ava Bolton 8th, Taryn Vettel 9th, and Nybakken will be the flex in right field here for the Eagles in their all-black uniforms. The 1-2. Hit in the air. This one is going to be into short center, backhanded, and diving play here by Bishop. What a play by the center fielder. That could be an early contender for a play of the game contest there. One down on the first out of the contest, and now Olivia Davidson. Migler left with Moffitt in right field here for West Fargo Cheyenne. Adlin at first, Schauer at second, Geisler at short with Alexander at third with Roldstad behind the plate. No balls and a strike to the sophomore center fielder. This one in there for a strike yet, 0-2. So for West Fargo Cheyenne and Fargo Davies here, Fargo Davies. We'll see this one looking for their 3rd state tournament appearance in program history for the Eagles. For Cheyenne with the win, it would be their 7th consecutive state tournament appearance. 1-2 just misses. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Also check out the Norman County Raceway in Ada. Tickets available at normancountyraceway.com. The 2-2 is foul back. You know, you talk speedways and racetracks in the upper Midwest, that means summer is upon us, as we will flip the calendar over coming up to June rather soon. Here's the pitch. Is going to be hit up the first base side. That'll go foul. That's the one nice thing talking about the racetracks once it gets to this time of the year. For those that like fishing or going out to lakes, that's part of it. Others just like to enjoy the lawn and have freshly cut grass. I don't have to worry about that in Castleton moving forward, at least for their facilities, as everything will be turfed after the summer year. This is scolded. That'll be up the right field side, and we've already seen Moffitt make a couple of nice plays in right. That one will be a foul ball, and it will stay 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still to come after the conclusion of this game will be Fargo North, the 4 seed, going up against a 2 seed of the West Fargo Packers in the EDC Tournament Championship. The 2-2, good at bat here for Davidson, works the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes with Mann due up next. The 3-2. This is going to be hit in the air. That's to left field, and this one will be in there for an extra base hit. Davidson on her way to second. She'll hold up there, and we've seen a lot of hits to left and left center here today, and Davidson adds to it with a 1-out double. As you will have Elle Mann coming up now for the Eagles. Mann, the sophomore first baseman, long at bat, won by Davidson here for Fargo Davies, as this one's in there for a strike at 0-1. Sophie Rarick due up after that in the number 4 spot for the Eagles. The 0-1 pitch, that'll miss for a ball. Now 1 ball And 1 strike. West Fargo Cheyenne had to flush their loss against West Fargo. Had a game in between. Now getting ready for this one as this is hitting the air to left, and that's down for a base knock. Making her way to third base is Davidson. She's coming in to score. The relay not going to be in time, and it's back-to-back doubles, and the Eagles take a 1-0 advantage. We've seen the first inning for a lot of the games here today. You better be ready, as it's a 1-0 contest here with the man RBI double. As this will miss for a ball now. Sophie Rarick, the 8th grade pitcher. Swung on and missed, now 1-1. Rarick was able to earn a couple of singles and alongside a walk in their win over Devil's Lake. Also pitched a complete game, 7 innings, 11 strikeouts, 10 walks, 7 runs on 7 hits against the Firebirds. 2 balls and a strike upcoming here. 2-1 pitch, that'll miss, now 3-1. Cheyenne 10-run ruled Fargo Davies just a little over a week and a half ago. In 6, Davies with a good start here, the 1-0. Now you'll have runners at first and second with Maisie Carr, the junior third baseman. And then we'll have a courtesy runner here for the Eagles, number 8, coming on here for Fargo Davies. And this will be Reese Dietrich. So Dietrich will come on here in courtesy run. As now you'll have Carr at the plate, the junior third baseman. Carr first pitch swinging. This one will go foul and will be 0-1. Interesting dilemma here. You got Cheyenne, who's already played a game, an emotional, mental game as well with West Fargo, to a team that hasn't played until literally 10 minutes ago here today. After able to play a little bit earlier on yesterday, the only game after to defeat Devil's Lake. So Davies has had to sit around all day to finally get their game in. As this is going to be popped up to the second baseman, Shower. Shower able to glove it for the out, and there's 2 down. So interesting here, does the rest help Fargo Davies? Sometimes it's good to just play softball from the Cheyenne side. But after, again, falling short, having to quickly get ready and a turnaround here in between games. Munchenbaker here, the sophomore designated player. This one will be in there for a strike. It's now 0-1. Supistu up next. Bishop playing to pull a little bit there in right center field. Speaking of pulling, there it is, right to right center field, right on cue. Bishop able to retire this side, but not before a couple of doubles. A run on 2 hits. There were no errors with 2 runners left. We played a half inning. Fargo Davies won. West Fargo Cheyenne coming to the plate here on your liveevent.com.
Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun.
Get ready for racing this Friday night at 7 at the Red River Valley Speedway. Family fun for everyone. This week it's Military Appreciation Night and First Responder Night. Sponsored by FM Drain Cleaning and Services, Leinenkugels, and Finley Motors. For details, log on to redrivervalleyspeedway.com.
Take your softball or baseball skills to the next level with personalized instruction from the professional staff at the Ball Yard. Their mission is to provide area players, young and old, the opportunity to improve their skills in a professional level facility and to provide a high level of instruction to youth players to help them achieve their goals at the Ball Yard. Come and visit the one place in the Fargo-Moorhead area where it's always summer. For more information, go online to fmballyard.com. That's fmballyard.com.
Migler coming up here, the junior left fielder for West Fargo Cheyenne. Bottom of the first inning for the Mustangs. This one in there for a strike. Shower batting second with Alexander batting third. Geisler fourth with Rolstead fifth, and Adlin is sixth. Bishop seventh, and then you have Presley eighth, and then Moffitt will be batting ninth. The 0-1 swung on and missed, now 0-2. Bolton in left field, Davidson in center with Nybakken in right. Mann stands at first, Steinlicht at second, Vettel at short, Carr at third, and Supis is behind the plate. No balls, 2 strikes on the way here to Maya. Off-speed pitch, nearly coming in and getting her. It's now 1-2. The junior left fielder here. Cheyenne able to get a couple runs across against West Fargo, falling short in that contest eventually by a final of 8-6. So far we played 5. This is our 5th of 6 games here today. The 1-2. That's one we'll miss now, 2-2. 10 runs for Valley City in their win for Shanley. 10 runs for North in their win for Red River. 8 runs for West Fargo. And then 12 runs for Red River in their win earlier against Valley City. Here's the 2-2. That'll miss up for a ball. It's now 3-2. So again, the name of the game has been score 10 runs outside of the Packers, where they scored 8. They held Cheyenne to 6. 3-2 pitch upcoming here to Maya. Hit in the air, but that one will go foul, and we'll keep it at 3-2. Been some good softball here today on yourliveevent.com. The question is, can anybody knock off the West from the last couple of years? The West has kind of been the team in Class A to win it since West Fargo won it in 2019. The 3-2 pitch swung on and missed, and Rarick gets the strikeout. Nice start on the way here for Rarick, as you'll have Lauren Schauer, the senior second baseman. And there's one down. So Schauer, the senior second baseman. Fargo Davies able to make it into the same spot a season ago here in the state qualifier, losing to West Fargo Cheyenne in 5 innings, 16-0. That was at West Fargo, where the Mustangs upended Fargo Davies last year in this very same contest. 1-0 on the way here to Schauer. This is going to be hit in the air. Center fielder and the shortstop. The center fielder Davidson calls Vettel off at short. 2 batters up, 2 down here to begin things off in the bottom of the first. McKenna Alexander, this senior third baseman, up now for West Fargo Cheyenne. Always fun with Memorial Day, too. You got, if you're a fan of racing, the double for Kyle Larson tomorrow with the Indy 500 and the Coca-Cola 600, 1,100 miles of races. The 0-1. Tony Stewart able to do that in 1999 and 2001. Here's the 0-1 pitch upcoming. So again, if you're a racing fan, you can check out a lot of IndyCar and Coca-Cola 600 tomorrow, the 0-1. If you're a Timberwolves fan, you're going, please beat Kyrie and Luka Doncic. It's been so close. After last night, as a Wolves fan, you probably feel like they maybe let one slip through the cracks there at the Target Center in Game 2. Here's the 1-1. That'll be off the glove of Supis. Now 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, as again it's a 3-0 potential series if the Timberwolves fall short tomorrow to the Mavericks. That'll be a 4-pitch walk, a 4-pitch walk on the way here for Alexander. It's a 2-out variety, and there's a runner on here for the Mustangs. Okay, Geisler, the senior shortstop, coming up, digging in from the left-handed side of the plate. All blue uniforms here for the Mustangs with those orange numerals and lettering outlined in white. Runner at second base, Alexander. She will stay put. Supis looks back the runner. It's now 0-1. Cheyenne was not afraid to run against West Fargo. And with a runner on here with 2 outs, we'll see if Alexander possibly goes on this pitch. The 0-1. She will stay there. Now it'll be on the inner part of the plate. 1 ball and a strike. Davies bottom third of the lineup with Megan Supis due up once we get to the top of the second inning. Here's the 1-1. Foul tipped, and now it'll be 1-2. EDC championship still yet to come later tonight. Then we'll find out the senior athlete, the coach of the year, and the all EDC team when it comes to softball. 1-2 upcoming. Fouled off, and we'll keep it again at 1-2 strikes. Geisler trying to see if she can put something in the outfield and see how far and how quickly Alexander could run around the base paths. Trying to tie this game at 1. The Eagles trying to go to the second, up by a run. Sophie Rarick with the pitch. Make it now 2-2. Sophie again just an 8th grader in the circle here for Fargo Davies. And a lot of valuable experience. A lot of underclassmen here for Coach Matt Veit and the Eagles. A 2-2 fouled off. West Fargo Horace will be an interesting team to watch too over the next couple of years. They and Davies were fighting for that 8 spot to try to get in. Horace able to make it to the tournament last season before losing to Davies in a loser-out game. The 2-2 offering. This is hit right back up the middle, off the glove of Rarick, and takes a hop there. That'll be a base knock for Geisler. Alexander will take second. Nice piece of hitting by Kate working the count here, and she will get the first base knock of the game here for West Fargo Cheyenne. Runners at first and second with the catcher. Rolstead coming up here for the Mustangs. Two outs, the tying and the go-ahead runs on base. Rolstead hits one to third. She will go the long way across the diamond, 5-3 to man. In time, as I think all of the Fargo Davies faithful was saying, just touch third. Regardless, that'll retire the side. No runs, a hit, no errors. 2 runners left. We played 1. It's 1-0 Eagles here on your liveevent.com.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street at I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
As we head to the top of the second inning here, Davies leads by 1. 7, 8, and 9 batters due up with Megan Supis, the catcher, followed by Ava Bolton and then Taryn Vettel. And anytime you go to a state qualifier, particularly here in softball or baseball sometimes where you have to play after you lose about an hour and a half or 2 hours later, a good start goes a long way. Cheyenne able to get a couple runners on. They left them stranded. But if Davies all of a sudden scores a run or two here, the Mustangs could be in for a potential battle here with the Eagles. Because on paper, Davies has everything to gain with Cheyenne having everything to lose, with one seed being the 8 in Fargo Davies and the other being the 3. This one is fisted as this will go foul. But still a lot of softball to be played here in this particular contest. Davies needed a good start. They got that here against Cheyenne. And Tavetter already has pitched here earlier today. As this is going to be hit into right center field. Bishop comes on with one down. So how much does she still kind of have left in the arsenal can be the old adage at times as well. As for the Eagles, Ava Bolton coming up. As Bolton will dig in here. A sophomore left fielder. First pitch swinging. This one goes to the second baseman. Schauer able to glove it. One pitch and an out. And then Taryn Vettel due up next.
Shortstop number 9, Taryn Vettel.
Here's the pitch to Vettel on the way. That'll miss. Now 1-0. Taking a look at the last time Fargo Davies made it to state was 2014. Made it back-to-back years in 2013 and 2014. So with the win, trying to snap that here for the Eagles. 1 ball, 1 strike on the way to the number 9 batter. Vettel laces one. Oh, what a grab at short. Geisler with a snow cone grab at short on the line drive and robs potential extra bases to retire the side. What a play by Bishop in center to start the game, and what a play by the shortstop Geisler there for a tidy 3 up, 3 down. Davies flashing the leather, make that Cheyenne flashing the leather against Davies here on your liveevent.com.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
As we head to the bottom of the second inning, Adlin, Bishop, and Tavetter. Cheyenne has robbed 2 potential hits from Fargo Davies in the first and the second inning. As now you have Adlin, the sophomore first baseman, coming up here for West Fargo Cheyenne. Cheyenne got up early on West Fargo 2-0, then led 4-2 before the Packers started putting up some runs across it, a couple of homers. We have seen the ball jumping out of the ballpark here today, as this one will miss inside 1-0. Adlin, Bishop, and Tavetter here as about a pitcher perfect of a night you could ask for with some softball here in the Red River Valley. 1-0 pitch. Speaking of a high fly ball, that'll go well foul. As if that was a half second behind before she swung, that would have been crushed down the left field line. Instead, it will just go as a loud strike. 1 ball and a strike here to Adlin. Trying to time up Sophie here in the circle. Rarick looks in the pitch. That'll miss. Now 2-1. Fargo Davies, bottom of the second inning, leads by a run here in our second state qualifier earlier with the win. Grand Forks Red River in 5 over Valley City 12-2. Winner of this game will end up being the number 4 seed heading to the EDC, heading to state from the EDC. North and West Fargo will be 1 and 2. We'll just find out who goes where after the conclusion of this game. Here's the 3-1. Here's a high fly ball. That's to left center field. The left fielder camps underneath it, Darren Bolton, for a loud out number 1 here of the second inning. That was close for Adlin a couple of times, just missing it. Now it's Caitlin Bishop. Kate, the freshman center fielder, rolling up that right arm sleeve a little bit here as the Eagles lead it by a run, where the Mustangs trying to get a runner on here in the second. West Fargo Cheyenne left 2 runners on in the first. It was with 2 outs. Alexander drew a walk. Geisler earned a single. Now with the freshman center fielder, Horty made a sensational play out in center in the first inning. 1-0 pitch. Popped up. The left fielder again, Bolton, coming in. Bolton, 2 chances. 2 retires of outs. As we head to the number 8 batter with Presley to the plate. Tavetter. Tavetter and the Mustangs here in the bottom of the second inning. As we've seen Sophie Rarick have a couple of batters fly out to left. Here's the pitch. That'll be in there for a strike at 0-1. As the righty and Rarick looks into Supis and the pitch. That'll miss. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. One upcoming here in the circle. That'll miss for a ball at 2-1. As Rarick right now is in the circle. 2-1 pitch is popped up, playable. The first baseman takes a couple steps over in foul territory. Man able to glove it for a 3-up, 3-down inning here for Sophie in the circle. We played 2 in a state qualifier. Davies leads it by 1 here on your liveevent.com.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
Top of the third inning we go. 9 here for Fargo Davies. They will have the top of the lineup coming up. Sophie Rarick so far, 2 innings of work, 1 hit, a walk, and a strikeout. While for Presley Tavetter, 2 innings of work, 2 hits, a run with a walk, and 0 strikeouts so far in a contest that started at 5:06, 25 minutes old or young, depending on how you want to look at things. Steinlich, Davidson, and Mann to lead things off here for Fargo Davies. Steinlich with a fly out to center to Bishop. Bishop came in from center field on the Central Cast logo and made a diving catch. First pitch swinging here. This one flares it out to right. Moffitt is there for the putout, and there's 1 down as we begin the third inning. Davidson with a double with a run scored back in the first. This would be hit up the first baseline. Foul, now 0-1. Fargo Davies, 6 wins, 14 losses on the season. This is game number 21 for them. For West Fargo Cheyenne, game number 24 on their campaign. As this is hit, and oh, what a glove play here by Tavetter. We've seen the Mustangs do a good job here in the infield and outfield, and there's 2 down. For the Mustangs, 16-7 on the year here for West Fargo Cheyenne. El Mann so far has provided the lone run driven in this contest with the RBI double, plating Davidson. Mann swings it right back up the middle. Right there is Bishop, wasting very little pitches. 4 pitches for 3 outs here for Tavetter and West Fargo Cheyenne, as that one will be another 3-up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the third next here on your liveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
Bottom of the third we go here on yourliveevent.com. It's going to be Moffitt, then Miegler, and then Schauer here for West Fargo Cheyenne, as they will have their 9-1-2 batters to the plate. It's going to be foul back now, 0-1. Moffitt's been number 9 batter here, had a big base hit, able to get on a couple times against the West Fargo Packers earlier in their 8-6 loss in the semifinals. Here's the 0-1 pitch upcoming. In there for a strike at 0-2. As Rarick right now able to find the zone early on here with Moffitt. Taking a look through, had a full count to the leadoff batter Maya in the first and the leadoff batter in Adlin in the second. And so far, West Fargo Sheyenne trying to solve Rarick for the first time through, and we'll see what happens the second time coming up to the plates. In terms of through the batting order, the 1-2. This is going to be hit on the ground. Carr there at third. Nice glove across in time to man 5-3 on the putout. One down. So for West Fargo Sheyenne against Sophie Rarick the first time through. A single and a walk, and that's it. Rarick 2 1/3 with a walk, a strikeout, and one hit against. So we'll see what adjustments Cheyenne make in terms of hitting here as Maya comes to the plate. Migler struck out after working the count full. This time takes the hit by a pitch on the very first pitch of the at-bat. And Cheyenne gets a runner on here in the third. Sophie Rarick did have 5 consecutive retired prior to that. So Shower now looks up to Coach Woodbury up the third base coaching box here. And for Cheyenne, Shower will dig in with the runner at first. Here's the bunt up the third base line. If that one was hit fair, I don't know if you get Shower quite truthfully with how well that was bunted. Instead, it's now 0-1. So Migler will stand at first base. Shower with a fly out to Davidson in center her last time up. Here's the 0-1 offering upcoming to the number 2 batter in the Mustangs lineup. That's in there for a strike now at 0-2. And if you're Davies, the longer you play with the lead, the more pressure starts mounting here on West Fargo Sheyenne here in this one as the number 3 overall seed. A team that's made it to state every year since 2017. The 0-2 swung on and missed, and Sophie gets her second strikeout. Went up in the zone, got the swing and miss. Now it's McKenna Alexander. Alexander with a walk her last time up. Fargo Davies leads it by a run here, bottom half of the third. Migler will stay put at first base. Now it's 0-1. 5 batters to the plate in the first, a 3 up, 3 down second. The 4th batter here in the third inning. Here for West Fargo Sheyenne. They're 4th and the 3rd in the lineup with Alexander. No balls and a strike here for Rarick. Fisted, foul, now 0-2. So Sophie got ahead on Moffitt. One pitch hit Migler, able to get Lauren Shower out via the strikeout, and now another 0-2 count, this time here to Alexander. No balls, 2 strikes on the way here. The pitch. This is laced to center field. Davidson comes in and makes the catch. Hardest hit of the game for Cheyenne, right to the center fielder, however, to Davidson. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 3. It's still 1-0 Davies on YourLiveEvent.com.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on Your Live Event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 3rd and 4th.
Closey with the 0-2 pitch.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 10th and 11th.
Right corner West is there for the dig backs at Boganry for another kill.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 15th and 16th.
Really nice quality second half. Goes off the backboard for the duck to Carson Yale.
For more information, go to YourLiveEvent.com.
As we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com. WDA champs, the Dickinson Midgets. So Dickinson will be the 1 seed from the WDA, as they were able to win earlier the WDA tournament. As it'll be Sophie Rarick with Maisie Carr and Muchenbaker due up. So we'll get to the WDA bracket and what it will look like here in a moment. Dickinson defeats Minot. So Minot High will play Grand Forks Red River in a state qualifier matchup. The winner of this game will go up against Dickinson. Then we'll figure it out from there with Mandan and also Bismarck High qualifying for state. This is going to be hit in the air to short right field. Then the second baseman, Shower, calls off Moffitt, and there's one down. So pop out to the second baseman. So Dickinson's the 1, Minot High is the 2. Mandan and Bismarck High, respectively, able to get to the state tournament as well here. And Mandan's the 3 with Bismarck High being the 4. So the West is set. The East, with Mother Nature playing behind schedule, going back of what these games were originally supposed to be at 10, 12:30, and 4 o'clock in the afternoon on the original schedule. The 1-0 pitch, that'll miss out of the zone at 2-0. These games were supposed to be played at Mickelson, but with the rain, making their way to Coss Field. 2 balls, no strikes to the junior third baseman. This one foul back, and that one, if we didn't have a net or a little yawning, that could have been trouble for the press box crew. Instead, it'll just be a strike. 1 and 2 upcoming here to Carr. The pitch, hit, and we'll keep it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. For Vetter, taking a look, a 3-up, 3-down second, a 3-up, 3-down third. She has retired 9 consecutive batters here against Fargo Davies and make it 10 consecutive with the strikeout. First punch out for Vetter, and there's 2 down here in the 4th. Last batter to reach base was Sophie Rarick via the walk in the first inning. Munchenbaker flew out to center her last time up. She'll take a strike at 0-1. So for Fargo Davies, able to string back-to-back doubles across. That's been the only run so far of the game. Back in the first inning, it's now 1-1. That was a Davidson single, followed by a Davidson double, followed by a man double. The 1-1 hit right back up. This will be Vetter, flips it up, and the third consecutive 3-up, 3-down inning here for Presley in the circle. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's 1-0 Eagles here on your liveevent.com.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Visit us today at any of our 6 locations.
As we come back here, bottom of the 4th inning, Davies 1, West Fargo Cheyenne scoreless. Let's get to our in-game update, brought to you in part by our friends at the Red River Valley Fair. Presley Vetter, 4 innings of work, 2 hits, a run that was earned, a walk, and a strikeout. Sophie Rarick, 3 innings of work, 1 hit, 2 walks. 1 was the walk, 1 was a hit by pitch, and 2 strikeouts. So far, Cheyenne left 3 runners on base. Davies has left 2, and there hasn't been an error yet committed in this one in a contest that started at 5:06. That's our in-game update, brought to you in part by the Red River Valley Fair. Check them out for a 3-day weekend on June 28th through the 30th, and then July 4th through the 7th, and July 11th through the 14th. It'll be 3 weekends of fun at the Red River Valley Fair. Go to redrivervalleyfair.com and check out Blake Shelton, Breaking Benjamin, the Disney Princesses, and more, all on the main stage. No balls and a strike on the way. Here to Geisler, 4, 5, and 6 batters for the Mustangs. Geisler fouls this one off again, 0-2. Kate had a really good at-bat the first time in the first inning, able to work a single. She falls behind the count, but she did a lot of what we saw here, a lot of foul balls, as some clouds are rolling through Castleton for really the first time throughout the day. The 0-2. That'll miss now, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rolstead and Adlin due up next for the Mustangs, trying to figure out the riddle. That's the 8th grader of Sophie Rarick here in the circle. The 1-2 pitch upcoming. This is popped up the third base dugout, and that'll go foul. And we'll keep it at 1-2. Shanley's season came to an end earlier today. You saw Valley City's season come to an end earlier today. Now it's a matter of who's going to join them after Devils Lake saw their season come to an end yesterday. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground. This will go to the second baseman, Steinlecht. 4-3 to man on the putout, and there's one down here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Addie Rolstead 0 for 1 with a ground out to Carr at third to finish the first. And Sophie Rarick now has retired 3 straight. The last batter to get on base was Meagler with a hit by pitch. Only 1 hit against here in this fourth inning. That's in there for a strike at 0-1. Addie Rolstead up here for the Mustangs as West Fargo and Fargo North getting loose, getting ready for their EDC tournament championship game next. 0-1 pitch. This one is going to have some backspin. Vettel does a good job gloving that with the backspin. 6-3 on the putout. That was a more challenging play than what you would think. That one just had that backspin immediately off the bat. Now it's to Adlin. So Maddie Adlin here, the sophomore first baseman. The fly out to left to Bolton to start the second inning. The most batters that Cheyenne has brought to the plate against Sophie so far was 5 back in the first. 2 down, and this one will miss for a ball at 0-1. Something that Rarick's done a really good job of, getting the leadoff batter out in the first, second, third, and now the fourth inning, so she hasn't had to worry about traffic on the base pass immediately. Here's the 1-0. High fly ball, but that'll go foul. It'll be 1-1. So we'll do it again. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Bottom of the fourth inning. It's the EDC softball tournament on yourliveevent.com as we can see a little bit of the head of Davidson going into the view in left center field. Shading here, Adlin. The 1-1. I'll miss for a ball now. 2-1. So Adlin trying to get a board here for West Fargo Sheyenne and see if they can string some hits together with 2 outs in the fourth inning. 2-1 pitch. That'll miss now. 3-1. Caitlin Bishop due up next if Adlin can get a board. A 3-1 pitch upcoming. This is going to be popped up the third base side. The third baseman, oh, what a play by Carr. Carr made a nice play in foul territory, and another 3-up, 3-down inning here for Rarick in the circle. 4 complete on yourliveevent.com. It's a pitcher's duel here through 4. Davies up by 1.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Red River Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun.
Get ready for racing this Friday night at 7 at the Red River Valley Speedway. Family fun for everyone. This week it's Military Appreciation Night and First Responder Night. Sponsored by FM Drain Cleaning and Services, Leinenkugels, and Finley Motors. For details, log on to redrivervalleyspeedway.com.
Top of the 5th inning we go, bottom of the lineup. Supis works ahead 1-0 in the count. This one is filleted out into right center field. Good job by Bishop cutting that one across to not give up a extra base hit. Supis gets aboard with a single, and it's the first base knock of the game for Davies since the first inning, and their first base runner of the game since the first inning as well here for the Eagles. So a runner on first. Get a courtesy runner coming on for Fargo Davies. Is with the hair. Looks to possibly be Healy on the way, number 5 potentially. As this will be Powell will be the courtesy runner here. Looking to bunt. This one will be gloved nicely by the first baseman, Adlin. To Shower. That'll be 3-4 on the putout on the sacrifice bunt for Ava Bolton. Taryn Vettel now comes up to the plate. Vettel hit a line drive that Geisler took away from her at left field, or excuse me, at shortstop. That was screaming for left field. There's one down. Now 2-0. Now make it 1-0. Davies trying to make it 2-0. If they can get a base knock here by the number 9 batter, the senior, Taryn Vettel. This will miss, now 2-0, then back to top of the lineup here with Steinlicht. Davies and Cheyenne in a game that got underway 45 minutes ago. Here's the 2-0. And therefore a strike at 2-1. Top of the 5th inning. And what has been a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel between these two clubs. A 2-1 pitch. This is going to be hit back up the middle. Gloved there by Schauer. Backhanded play. Oh, what a play by the second baseman. Schauer possibly saved a run. Vettel, 2 times she's came up to the plate with 2 good at-bats, but 2 times the middle infielders in Geisler and Schauer takes away a base knock. There's 2 down now with a runner at third base. Back to top of the lineup here with Steinlicht. Ellie 0 for 2 in the contest. Hits one right back to the catcher. And pitcher, that is, 1-3 on the putout. And Trevetter gets out of the side. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a runner left. We played 4.5 here from Castleton. It's Davies 1, Cheyenne 0 coming to the plate.
Take your softball or baseball skills to the next level with personalized instruction from the professional staff at the Ball Yard. Their mission is to provide area players, young and old, the opportunity to improve their skills in a professional level facility and to provide a high level of instruction to youth players to help them achieve their goals at the Ball Yard. Come and visit the one place in the Fargo-Moorhead area where it's always summer. For more information, go online to fmballyard.com. That's fmballyard.com.
Bottom of the 5th inning we go. West Fargo Sheyenne scoreless. Davies with just 1 run. If you're just joining us, the lone run so far is the man RBI double after she was able to plate back-to-back doubles with her and Davidson, and that's a little bit of our in-game update here for the Red River Valley Fair. Outside of that, the in-game update has been it's a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel, which we haven't seen in this tournament at all at any particular juncture here in this tournament. Been a lot of runs, but not 2 teams going at it like this. No balls and a strike. Caitlin Bishop with a fly out to Bolton in left. To Vetter and Moffitt due up after that. 0-1 upcoming. Now 0-2. Sophie Rarick. I don't know if you can call her a middle schooler anymore with school, kind of on the fringe. Regardless, is looking good in the circle here. 0-2 the count. This is foul back. We'll keep it at no balls and 2 strikes. Supis behind the plate. Carr at third. Vettel at short with Steinlicht at second. And Mann is at first. No balls, 2 strikes on the way to the number 7 batter in Bishop. Bishop pops it up. Second baseman and Steinlicht able to glove it. And there's one down here to begin the bottom of the 5th. As Presley to Vetter popped out her last time up to Mann to finish the 2nd inning. 6 consecutive batters retired here by Rarick. 1 down here in the 5th. First pitch swinging. This one is hit out to right. And it's a 1-out single here for Presley. Just the 2nd hit of the game for Cheyenne. Their first since the 1st inning. And to show you how efficient Rarick has been, at one point retired 11 of 12 batters in this game for Davies, as this one is fouled. Now 11 of 13 after the hit by Presley to Vetter. No balls and 1 strike here to the number 9 batter, and we haven't seen Cheyenne because they haven't had a lot of base runners, but when they've had base runners, we haven't seen them go in motion to try to get to second. But now at the 5th inning, you have one out. Do you force the issue here with Presley trying to get into scoring position if you're Coach Woodbury and the Mustangs? The 0-1 pitch. That'll be 1-1. A reminder still to come. We'll get to our Petro Stopping Center post-game show. We'll hear from a victorious player. Then we'll get you ready for the championship between the Packers and the Spartans. The 1-1. That'll be all the way to the backstop. The runner will immediately go to second base on the wild pitch. 2-1 right over Supas's head. And Fargo Davies, for the first time since the first inning, has a runner in scoring position. The farthest an Eagle runner has gotten is second base. The 2-1. This is fouled off. Now 2-2. Then back to Maya. Due up next in the top of the lineup here for West Fargo Sheyenne. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Righty-righty matchup here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The 2-2. 3-2. You could hear the Davies faithful wanting that to be called a strike. Tying run in scoring position here for the Mustangs. 3-2 pitch is fouled off, and we'll keep it at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Get to some EDC baseball finals once those start trickling through as well. 3-2 upcoming. That'll be a walk. So Sophie with her 3rd free pass, and for the Mustangs, for the 2nd time, here we'll have runners at 1st and 2nd as the infield will talk it over. EDC baseball tournament. Fargo North defeated West Fargo Horace 7-2. The EDC championship game will not be contested. The 1 seed will be Shanley and West Fargo Sheyenne winner. Fargo North will be the number 2 seed in the EDC baseball tournament. So that's what we have there. 1 down, runners at 1st and 2nd. Best opportunity for the Mustangs since the first to score. First pitch swinging on the way here for Miegler. Pops it out to Carr, and there's 2 down. Now it's to Lauren Schauer, 0 for 2 today for the senior second baseman. Part of 5 seniors in the lineup, starting 9 here for West Fargo Sheyenne. The pitch on the way to Lauren. I'll miss now 1-0, and just the 2nd time that Sophie Rarick has had to go up against more than 4 batters in an inning. That was the 1st and now the 5th. 1 ball, no strikes to the number 2 batter, Lauren Schauer. This will miss now 2-0 with McKenna Alexander due up next for the Mustangs. A single by Tvetter. Moffitt earned a walk. 2 balls, no strikes with 2 outs. High fly ball, but that'll go foul. It'll be 2-1. For Fargo Davies in the 6th, they will send their 2, 3, and 4 batters with Davidson to lead things off in the top half of the 6th inning. Winner goes to State in Dickinson. That'll be 3-1. Winner will play the Dickinson Midgets in the state quarterfinals. 3-1 pitch upcoming. This is fouled into the Davies dugout. There's a little spot where he can walk into the field and to the dugout, and went right through that. Now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cheyenne trying to get their first run across. Rarick trying to keep the 0 on the scoreboard. Here's a 3-2. High fly ball down the left field line, but that'll go foul. Not sure if it would have gone out. It would have been close if it was hit exactly down the left field line. Schauer, 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs here. Runner at second is Tvetter. Runner at first is Moffitt. Good battle here by the senior second baseman with Schauer. Rarick looking for a strikeout. This will be in the turf. It'll be low, and the bases are loaded for the first time today. And for the first time today, Cheyenne has a runner standing at third base. A single and 2 walks in the inning. Bases full of Mustangs here in the bottom of the 5th. McKenna Alexander 0 for 1 as she comes in for a little check swing in at the hands. It'll be 0-1. Her last out, Alexander corked one, but right to where Davidson is standing in center field. That was in the 3rd. And Davidson is playing a little bit into left center. The 0-1. Fouled. Now 0-2. This could be the turning point of the game one way or another. Cheyenne, if they can get a walk, a hit by pitch, a single, makes it a brand new ball game at 1 apiece. If they get a base knock here for Alexander, 2 runs could come across. Rarick looking to get out of the situation. The 0-2. This will come in. It's going to get by the catcher, and a run comes in to tie this one up. We're tied at 1 apiece. Vetter comes in to score. Moffitt will take 3rd, and Schauer now will take 2nd. And West Fargo Sheyenne ties this one up at 1, and now they have a chance to take the lead. Tough one there if you're the Eagles, but it's still only a 1-1 game for the time being. Check swing. Did not go through the zone here. As it now could be 2-2. They will look to appeal. It will be 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the ever dangerous Kate Geisler due up next for Cheyenne if Alexander can get aboard. The 2-2 upcoming. This will hit her. Won't matter anyway on the wild pitch. Bases full again for West Fargo Cheyenne. We're tied at 1. Supis will come on and talk it over here with Sophie Rarick. Runner at third base is Moffitt. At second again is Schauer, and Alexander stands at first. Davies trying to minimize it to just 1 here. Cheyenne with Kate Geisler. If she could get 1 in the outfield, could get a run, maybe 2 across here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As the outfield and the infield resets here with Sophie Rarick. Cheyenne's done this all with just 1 hit in the inning. A single, a walk, and a hit by pitch. This one was Supis able to glove it. It's now 1-0. Geisler 1 of 2 with a single back in the 1st inning. Grounded out to Steinlecht in the 4th. 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th. Cheyenne trying to take their first lead of the evening. 1-0. This is something that we did not see from Rarick in the first 4 innings. She had just a combined 1 walk and a hit by pitch with a single. So far, 2 walks and a single here and falling behind batters. The 2-0. This will be all the way to the backstop. The runners are going to stay put here. As it's now 3-0. Putting on the brakes at third was Moffitt. It's now 3 balls and no strikes. You walk Geisler, you walk in the go-ahead run on top of it. Geisler more than likely will be taking here, forcing Rarick to throw a strike. 3-0 pitch. That'll miss for a 4-pitch walk. A bases-loaded walk here, as Geisler able to get the run driven in on top of that. As Moffitt comes in to score, Schauer will go to third, Alexander to second, and Geisler at first base as Fargo Davies wants to talk it over here. It's 2-1 Mustangs on yourliveevent.com. Missed any of our coverage, you can simply subscribe to our YouTube channel by subscribing to Your Live Event. You can check it out on our website, yourliveevent.com, to watch the games on demand, hear from some of the victorious players throughout the day, that and more, all again on yourliveevent.com. Coverage got underway 9 hours ago here in Castleton. We still have 1 more game yet to be played, and for Cheyenne, They're getting the Stangs slow clap here going. And they lead it by 2. Addie Rolstad, a dangerous batter to the plate here for the senior catcher. 0 for 2 today, but she could hit one a country mile here for the Mustangs. This will miss, now 1-0. Last 3 batters, a walk, hit by pitch, and a walk here for Rarick. Falling behind again, 1 ball, no strikes. Pops this one up. It's now 1-1. Adlin due up next, and then they will bat through the lineup here in the 5th inning. Cheyenne 2 runs across so far here in the 5th, trying to add on to it and get a big and crooked number on the scoreboard. 1-1 pitch is hit in the air. That's to center field, but playable for Davidson for the second out. 2 runs do come across off just 1 hit. There were no errors and 3 runners left on base. A new score, West Fargo Sheyenne 2, Davies 1. We head to the top of the 6th in a state qualifier here in Castleton. Top of the 6th inning here from Coss Field in Castleton. It's a 2-1 advantage for West Fargo Sheyenne against Fargo Davies. Davies has led it until the bottom of the 5th inning, where Cheyenne has scored 2 runs across, where in a game runs have been hard to find for both of these teams. Davies 1 run off of 3 hits. They have left 3 runners on. For West Fargo Sheyenne, 2 runs on 2 hits. They have left 6 runners on base for the Mustangs. Olivia Davidson, a double with the run scored for the Eagles back in the 1st. 1 of 2 today at the plate. If you're the Eagles, this is your chance to come back in this one, now trailing it by a run. Davies defeated Devils Lake to get here yesterday, while on the opposite side, you saw West Fargo Sheyenne lose against West Fargo in the semifinal earlier today to get to this state qualifier. 1 ball, 1 strike on the way. Sophomore, and an 8th grader here in the 2-3-4 part of the lineup for Matt Veit. 1-1 misses low, now 2-1. Eagles defeated West Fargo Horace. That's what got them into the EDC tournament in their regular season matchup with the Hawks, as they both finished with the same record in the EDC. No playing games like you see in volleyball and or in basketball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one is going to miss. As they're taking a look here to see if it's a 3-2 or a 2-2 count. It will be a, just making sure, 3 balls, 2 strikes with their umpiring crew. Full count, off speed, got her out in front. Bishop and the second baseman Shower. Shower makes the play. And there's 1 down. As you'll have man coming up here for Fargo Davies. A double in the 1st, 1 of 2 here today with a fly out to center her last time up. 1 down. The pitch, this one is going to be hit in the air to center. Bishop took a step in, took a step back. Able to kind of play a little Sierra 1-2 step out in center for Bishop, and there's 2 down. Sophie Rarick here for the Eagles. 0 for 1 with the walk back in the 1st. And give credit to where credit's due. Vetter has been awfully good in her own right, as Rarick has been here for Fargo Davies. 4 consecutive batters she's retired. Make that 5 consecutive batters she's retired. Now 0-2. A single by Supis in the 5th inning. That was the last runner on since the first for the Eagles. Here's a fly ball that's hit out to right down the line, and making the catch is going to be Moffitt. Moffitt had to play the sun, able to bobble it, catch it, and come up good. A 3-up, 3-down inning here for Presley, and the Mustangs head to the bottom of the sixth, looking for some insurance, up by a run here on your liveevent.com.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies, including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
We head to the bottom of the sixth inning on yourliveevent.com. Adlin, Bishop, and Tavetter here for West Fargo Sheyenne. The Mustangs are 2 runs in the fifth inning. That's allowed them to get the lead. Now they're looking for some insurance here in this one. Then after this, we'll get to the championship game. And early on, you would have said 11, 1, 3, 5, and about 7 would kind of be where we were from the 9 o'clock start. Fell a little behind, but right now kind of back on schedule here with a 5-inning game. A well-pitched state qualifying game. As now Madison Adlin 0 for 2 with a pop-out and a fly-out coming up here for the Stangs. For Davies, they will have in the 7th Carr, Muchenbaker, and Supis. 5, 6, and 7, but the question is, will it be a 1-run deficit or will it be more as Adlin digs in? First pitch swinging now 0-1. Davies led 1-0, taking a first innings lead right off the bat in the top of the first. They held that till the bottom of the 5th, where you had Trevetter coming in on a wild pitch, a bases loaded walk by Geisler, allowed Moffitt to come in. The 0-1 is foul back, now 0-2. As that one snuck through, as everyone looks to be okay. No balls, 2 strikes on the way here. What's been a pretty nice day, all things considered, in Castleton with the weather compared to what we have been having earlier in the week. As right now the catcher and Supis going to take a look here at the catcher's mask and see if everything is all right. This will have a quick change. This allows us to remind you, head on out to the raceways throughout the summer months, whether it's the Norman County Raceway or the Red River Valley Speedway. You can check out all the fun, get some dirt, and more. Go to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com. That's RedRiverValleySpeedway.com. Reminder, races start on Friday nights at 7 o'clock in West Fargo. So Adlin falls behind the count. No balls, 2 strikes here to the number 6 batter in the lineup for the Stangs. Strike 3 looking, and Rarick gets the punch out. There's one down. Caitlin Bishop due up now. Valley City Shanley had the feeling of a loser-out game. The semifinals with Northwest Fargo, North and Red River, and West Fargo and Cheyenne all have been kind of on the edge of your seat, as this one is going to be hit to the third baseman, Carr. Carr goes 5-3, a clean game, 2 outs. And then you saw Red River fell behind 2-1 to Valley City after inning and a half, and then able to score the next 11 runs of that game and win it in 5. But this one has a feeling of what a postseason softball game should feel like, whether it's EDC tournament or state tournament action. This has been good from the start. Now 1-0 to Vetter. Vetter with a single with a run scored back in the 5th inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch upcoming. This is going to be popped up. Now it'll be 1-1. So far, all the hits for Cheyenne have been 2 singles. You have a walk, a hit by pitch, a walk, and a walk. Davies with a couple of extra base hits in the first, and then it's been all singles or walk from there. And speaking of walks, Trevetter's only allowed one free pass when she's been in the circle for West Fargo Sheyenne. 2 balls and 1 strike on the way here. Moffitt due up next if Presley can get to first or on base somewhere. The 2-1. Good pitch, just out of the zone, now 3-1. If you're Rarick, you'll live with that. You want it to be called, but you'll live with where that missed. 3-1 upcoming here for Rarick. Big swing now, 3-2. Davies looking for 1 more out, then they'll need a run in the 7th, bare minimum, to keep the game alive. The 3-2 pitch upcoming. Strike 3 looking, and Rarick gets her 2nd strikeout of the inning. A 3-up, 3-down 6th as we head to the 7th. It's a 2-1 advantage. Davies down to their final 3 outs. The Mustangs are 3 outs away from going to state. If they can hold on, we'll find out next on YourLiveEvent.com.
It's the most prestigious, challenging rep warning tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
Minor, the broadcast said this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association, as we'll see who's coming up here for head coach Matt Veit. He does have scheduled Carr, who's 0 for 2. Then Muchenbaker and Supis are the scheduled batters. But we'll see who's coming up here for head coach Matt Veit. As coming up to the plate here for Fargo Davies will be Carr. Carr 0 for 2. Trevetter looking for the complete game win. So you'll have coming here. Off-speed pitch. This one is popped up to second. The second baseman and Shower goes across for the out, and Davies now down to their final 2 outs of the season. Muchenbaker, the sophomore designated player, with a fly out to center and a ground out to the pitcher her last time up. This will miss out of the zone, 1-0. 72 minutes from when the start to where this game is now. Another opportunity for Shower at second base, and there's 2 down. A couple 1-0 pitches went to the second baseman. There's 2 down, and Davies is down to their final out of the season. Supis, the sophomore catcher, with a single her last time up, and that's been the only hit given up by Trevetter since the first inning with that Supis single. She gave up back-to-back doubles by Davidson and Mann, a walk in the first, and that's been it for Fargo Davies with base runners outside of that Supis single her last time up. To say the least, Presley Trevetter has been awfully good in the circle, as well as Sophie Rarick. This is one of those where you say it's a shame if you're the opposite pitcher that you have to lose in a game like this. As it'll now be 1-2. Davies down to their final strike. Cheyenne trying to punch their ticket to the state tournament where the Dickinson Midgets await. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs with nobody on. Supis here in the 7th. The 1-2. Hit on the ground. This one goes to Geisler. Geisler across the diamond, and the Mustangs are heading back to state for a 4th consecutive season. In a contest that goes 1 hour and 13 minutes, Cheyenne wins it 2-1 over the Fargo Davies Eagles here in this contest. Fargo Davies will finish 6-15 on the season, while for West Fargo Sheyenne, they will be heading to state for the 7th time in program history and the 7th consecutive time as well. 2-1 Mustangs pick up the win. West Fargo Sheyenne now 17-7 on the season. Coming up, we'll get to our Petro Stopping Center post-game show. Here's a look at your final numbers in this one. Tavetter able to pick up the win, while picking up the loss will be Rarick. Fargo Davies and West Fargo Sheyenne. Cheyenne scores 2 runs off of just 2 hits. They committed no errors, and they had 6 runners left on base. For Fargo Davies, 1 run across on 3 hits. They committed no errors, and they had 3 runners left on base. We'll come back after this and continue on our Petro Stopping Center's post-game show with a scoring recap. That is next.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
This is our Petro Stopping Center's post-game show in a well-pitched game, 2-1 for both of these clubs. Able to pick up the win again for West Fargo Sheyenne as they will move on and play the Dickinson Midgets upcoming in the state tournament. Here in this one, Grand Forks River will play Minot High. The winner of our next game will play Bismarck. The loser will play Mandan, and then the state bracket will be set. This is our Petro Stopping Center post-game show. At the Petro Stopping Center, let them be part of your weekly, daily, or any part of your routine. Head on over to the Petro Stopping Center as they got you covered around the clock every day of the week, whether you're looking for food, just a quick little gas up your ride, or something in between, just off 45th Street and I-94 in Fargo. Scoring recap is simple. Man with an RBI double in the first inning. Then it was a wild pitch which brought Tavetter in from third base to make it 1-1 in the 5th. And then a Geisler bases loaded walk made it 2-1 in the 5th inning. That's your scoring recap. Davies 1 run in the first. Cheyenne with 2 runs in the 5th. And that did it. Both pitchers throw the complete game. When we come back, we'll hear from Mr. Vetter after this for West Fargo Cheyenne on your liveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 3rd and 4th.
Closey with the 0-2 pitch.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 10th and 11th.
Right corner West is there for the dig. Backs at Boganry for another kill.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 15th and 16th.
Really nice quality second half. Goes off the backboard for the duck to Carson Yale.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
As we come back here on our post-game show, the winning pitcher joined us here from the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. Just taking a look at the numbers again for Presley Tavetter. 7 innings work, 3 hits, a run that was earned, a walk, and a strikeout, and she retires 18 of the last 19 batters to finish off the game. Presley, congratulations on the win. What does it mean for this club to make it back to a state tournament 7 consecutive years, and you get another week of softball here with this group?
Yeah, it really means a lot. Our team has built to get to this point and go to state. For all the seniors, you know, we're really doing it for them. They've done everything they can to get us where we are. So,
Able to earn a win here today, to a quick turnaround after that West Fargo game. What was the mentality like to kind of get, reset, refocus, knowing that you're going to have a Davie team that's been sitting around all day waiting to play a contest like this?
Yeah, we just know that we are going to go out and be ready and ignore what happened earlier today and put that behind us and go out and play our game.
You give up a run early in the first, but then Bishop makes a sensational play in the first inning. Obviously, Geisler makes a really good play in the second inning. When you get a couple of plays like that behind you, what does that do for a pitcher in the circle?
I know that they have my back, and it helps out not getting people on base and getting home, and it really means a lot to me, and I love them, and they have my back, and it's great. Like, there's no other feeling like them backing me up and helping me out as a pitcher.
And on top of a pitcher, let's talk about Rolstead behind the plate. What's that chemistry been like this season, continuing to grow throughout the year to allow you guys to get to Dickinson?
Yeah, really good. I know that she's going to make the right calls, and she's going to help me out. If I'm down on myself, she's going to be there for me, and, yeah, she's great.
What's one trait, Presley, that you best like about this team this year?
I would say perseverance. We are going to put out our best effort no matter what game we're playing and not play down to our competition and playing hard teams. If we let one slip by us, we know that we put our whole effort out there.
Presley, congratulations on the win. Best of luck moving forward as you head to the Queen City on Thursday, and best of luck at state.
Thank you.
Again, the complete game win, 18 of 19 one more time to finish it off here. Presley Trevetter with us here on our postgame show. We'll continue after this.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Visit us today at any of our 6 locations.
Again, your final 2-1, West Fargo Sheyenne wins it on the Petro Stopping Center post-game show. It's now time to get to our Arctic Enterprises feature, Precision Play the Contest. In Hillsboro, go to planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. They thank you for your business at RDK Enterprises. Well, to play the game again is Presley Trevetter, as we alluded to, the complete game, and also on the opposite side, Sophie Rarick on the complete game. 6 innings of work, gives up just 2 hits, 2 runs that are earned, 5 walks between the walk and the hit by pitch, 5 free passes, and 4 strikeouts. It was a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel here today where, quite frankly, this tournament has been all about the hitting and not so much about the pitching. It was a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel, and that is our Arctic Enterprises feature, Precision Play the Game here in this one. 2-1, Mustangs pick up the win over Davies. Davies finishes 6-15 on the season. There are a couple of seniors here, a very youthful club, but there are a couple of seniors here for Matt Veit, is Nelson, alongside with Vettel. Those are the 2 seniors for Fargo Davies. Coming up, it's the Spartans and the Packers. Coming up next in the EDC Championship game here on your LiveEvent.com.